Hi Scorpio, my LGBT rainbow family. I just want to say these are for you and your partnerships. So just a little something because, usually around this time we pretty much get ignored. And I just want to bring something to the community. There is an offer as part of this as well. So for the ladies among you, you've got the High Priestess and the Empress, and for the gents you've got the Magician and the Emperor. So these are the couple dynamics, and fairly certain that in the community, whichever way you are, you can find yourself in that, all right? Because otherwise it just looks like tarot soup and there's way too many cards. So with that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I'm going to give these a shuffle and we're going to get into it. So for you, my rainbow family, whether you are partnered, married or in a long-term commitment, whether you've just started dating somebody or maybe even you're intended, that could be a way that it shows up. Now, for the health of the relationship, you've got the Four of Cups with the King of Pentacles, okay, and the Knight of Pentacles. So what this really speaks to around your relationship is the fact that you've come a really long way, having surpassed a period of time or maybe even a level of depth that people kind of slept on for you. Now, what I mean by this is I almost get the feeling that a lot of you are in a relationship that you've been in for quite a while at this point, and it's almost like you had a lot of people saying like, oh, it will never last. And by, all odds, you've kind of overcome this. Now, that's one part of it. With the Four of Cups and the King of Pentacles, it also feels to me like you have, certainly in terms of the health of the relationship, you've come into an understanding that actually there's more to the partnership than just sort of the material aspect of it. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it looks like a lot of you are considering something that's going to be what I would call like the next level of, not even just the next level of your commitment, it's almost like a new responsibility that's coming in. This could be anything from a new home. It could be, maybe you choose to have children, to adopt or anything like that. It could also be that you and your partner are entrusted with something that actually means quite a lot to somebody else. So, and I feel like this is going to be like, so as an example, everybody knows this, I've talked about it. I was estranged after I came out, I was estranged from my family for like 5 years. It caused like a massive rift. It was a very lonely time, very painful time. And once we sort of reconnected, like now our bonds are unbreakable and it's beautiful. But at the time it was, it sent a lot of ripples. It was a really difficult situation for everybody involved. And I kind of feel like this is something along those lines, whereas now that you're mending those relationships, I feel like people are giving you and your relationship that much more, not kudos, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like much more respect in a way, right? And they're doing it in a way where they're like, wow, you know what, I would trust you with ... right? Now for your for your blessings, you've got the Five of Cups. I have to show these to the camera because they're white, they tend to get lost in translation for the and then you've got the Moon. Okay. Interesting. And the Two of Pentacles, right? So it's funny because this card came up for the hetero couples I think it was in this same row. Now, what this tells me is the blessings of the relationship at this moment in time are that you are able to let go of and work through the past in a way that allows you to communicate what your needs are clearly. And I got to be honest with you, I don't feel like this was always the case. I think through the relationship that you have and the development that's happened for you and your partner, you've come into a space where both of you can talk very openly about what your needs are, what your desires are, what your, what you will and won't accept is, all of that kind of stuff. And I think in a lot of ways it's helped you rewrite some of the pain or the challenges of your history in order to go on and be that much more successful. And I feel like you and your partner's dynamic has fed directly into that as well. I also feel like maybe that's what helped change the minds of, you know, family members, etc., or whatever the case might be. For your lessons, you've got the Seven of Swords. Okay. Where is that going? With the Ace of Swords. Okay. And the Ten of Cups, right? So it's got a happy ending, as we say. What I really want to say to you here, Scorpio, now everybody knows Scorpio is adept at holding secrets, right? If you ever want to trust somebody with a secret, tell a Scorpio, because you know that shit ain't going nowhere. Or an Aquarius, actually. I have to say, you can speak to a Scorpio or an Aquarius and they're like a vault. Whatever goes in, like, it would never be divulged. It would never even be, do you know what I mean? Like, once it goes in, it goes in. It's like a stone in a river. But what I will say is that Seven of Swords in the lesson, it does kind of speak to something that maybe you withheld from a partner out of maybe fear, or, you know, so, and it's something that I feel like you've only just recently told them. And if you've noticed that they've been a little weird since then, they need reassurance that it's the only thing that you've lied to them about. And I can totally see, right, because it's the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth, whatever you did withhold from them was either genuinely for their benefit or because you were worried about what their reaction would be. So it's not like I'm not seeing you cheating or anything like that, but whatever you did withhold from them, there is a worry on their part that, oh, well, you know, if you've lied to me about that, is there something else that I need to know that you're not telling me? You need to reassure them that that's not the case. And once you do, I think it will be fine. And then moving forward, that Ten of Cups is a beautiful card. The Ten of Cups actually represents the happy home, hearth, family, and even material success. And truth be told, a house is just bricks. It's the people in it that make it what we call a home, right? There's a difference between just a house and somewhere to live and a home. And, you know, there are times where we are in life very lucky and blessed to be able to find home in a person. And so you need to kind of highlight that to them, you know, that they are your home. And that's why you've been able to divulge whatever this secret was. Finally, for the future of the relationship, you've got the Nine of Cups. Okay, I'll see you with the Nine of Wands. So 2 nines represents receipts, right? So there's something from the past that is being laid to rest here in a really healthy way that leads to the Lovers. I love this, right? Because to me, that suggests that you are able to take this relationship to a whole new level, and you're able to do this through a sense of really deep honesty that actually sets the record straight. So as I say, like, whatever you need to do or say to your partner to reassure them, I would do that, because it will stop any weirdness moving forward. Also with the Nine of Cups, remember, that's wish fulfillment. So whatever it is that you've been trying to build, as in the tribe or the collective around you, it is shaping up very nicely, even if it is slowly. So I'm going to pop these out because this will be for your central theme. So the offer is, for those many of you remember, I used to offer a lovers spread video, which was a deep dive into your relationship. I'm bringing that back for Valentine's week. So for 7 days only, it will be up and out there. You can purchase one, and I go into, it's not this spread, it's completely different, and it's a lot more in depth about it's a look at your relationship. So if you want to look at that, if you're partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, or in a collective of some sort, we can have a look at that. If you are with somebody, or you haven't intended, and you want to see, like, well, we've just started dating, where's it going? Should I really be invested here? If you want to check that out, you know what to do. There's a link in the description box below. As I say, it'll only be open for 7 days, and then I'll be pulling it back because I've got lots of other things that I want to bring you. So your central theme, you've got the King of Pentacles, you've got the Moon card, you've got the Ace of Swords, and you've got the Nine of Wands. For me, your central theme is really about knowing that you are in the process of reconciling the past and righting any wrongs, right? So this is not even justice. I feel like this is more about a sense of completion that really sees you no longer having to chase or to create stability or security, because you've already done it. You're in the process of making it, you know, everything that you want it to be. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic time of it. Take care. And if you want to get your lover spread, you know what to do. There's a link in the description box below. Take care, and I'll see you soon.